Okay, so we're going to start, as you all are already doing, we're going to start lengthways here on the roller. So just be sure that your tailbone is supported here. And then, so it might need to be pretty close to the end. And then as you roll back, you'll also feel that your head is supported as well. Doesn't have to be the whole skull, just as long as it's the base of the skull, right? And the occipital ridge. And your waistline is floating up, so there's weight heavy across your sacrum, between your shoulder blades, and the occipital ridge to the base of the spine. Gaze is up and slightly forward. Feet about 4 to 5 inches apart, so that your knees and your feet are aligned with the hip socket. Arms extend out and T to your side, and the back of the hands to the ground. Head is back here, and we're just going to start by rolling from one side to the other. So the feet stay where they are, and you curve your body around the roller like a horse's saddle fits around the horse. So you tip the hip and the armpit down on one side, and then down on the other side, and you'll feel this nice massage between your shoulder blades, and in towards the base of the neck. Also great massage across the sacrum, the SI joint, so we all need that release. And feel the shifting of weight in your feet. You go from the inner outer edges and back again. And then come back to center. And we inhale to bring the arms up in a curved embrace of your arms. And then exhale, pull the arms slowly out and down. Beautiful. Exhale to lower the back of your hands onto the floor. So inhale, fingers curved in, palms are cupped. Shoulder blades widen away from your roller. And now as you pull the arms apart, deep exhale, make the exhale last as long as the movement to the ground. Similarly, the inhale lasts all the way up. So move a little slower than you want to, really feel the weight of the arms resisting the pull of gravity. And then again on the way down, exhale with the navel sink slowly in towards your spine. As you expel the air out of your mouth, gently rest the back of the hands on the floor. Inhale to lift again. Hug the air above you if you're hugging somebody you love in it. Exhale, release them. And feel your blades hug the roller beneath your body. So as the arms go up, the blades widen, and they may start to curve out around the outside of the ribs, but then feel the spine sink down slightly. At the space between the blades, and then pull the arms open and apart. We're going to lift the arms one more time. So inhale, lift, and then straighten the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, relax the blades down. So arms are parallel, a little wider than your shoulders. Inhale, arms rise up. Shrug the shoulders to pull the blades off the roller, and exhale, let the blades knock down. To again embrace the roller beneath you. Inhale, arms rise up, lifting here. And then exhale to sink down slowly. You can feel this tug across the back of the shoulders to lift the arms. Maybe even feel the lifting and pulling of the neck muscles, and then the blades sink down, and the chest will widen, collarbone spread across the front of the body, and we rise again. If you feel like you need more stability, probably your feet have already widened a greater distance apart, and that's fine. As you get better at balancing on the roller, the feet will stay more narrow, and then you'll work more of your core. But important not to fall off. The arms go straight up to the ceiling here. So the arms here are parallel to the walls, perpendicular to the ground, and you lift the shoulders and then sink them down. That's it, good. So the arms stay straight and reach up for the sky, or touching the clouds, and then exhale, sink down so your blades rest on the earth. It's called protraction and retraction for the scapula. There you go, good. And the blades heavy down towards the ground. Now inhale, turn the palms forward, and exhale, lengthen the arms long at your side. Sweep them down, arms parallel to the roller, parallel to your body. Arms lift on the inhale to 90 degrees, and exhale, go back by your ears. The ribs stay grounded. You feel the stretch in the abs, but try not to feel a lift of your waist. And then we reverse, arms forward to 90 degrees, and exhale all the way forward and down, reach long through your fingertips towards the end of your mat. Arms rise again here. Now the shoulder blades get heavy, and then as the arms go back to your ears, think of the blades sliding towards your waist, reaching back. And then inhale to lift the arms here, collarbones rolling inside the chest wall, and exhale all the way forward and down, fingertips on the ground. We lift again once more, up with the arms, and exhale back with the arms. There's no stop at the top, you just smoothly roll through it, and then press the arms forward, going up the rainbow to the apex, and then down again to the ground. Lower the hands at your side. Now bring your hands to your shoulders. We're doing little circles with the elbows next. So you pull the elbows in and up, and then exhale out wide around and down. Just be sure this is comfortable for your shoulder joint and the muscles around it. Right. So you do for every circle that you're doing, it's a short inhale and a longer exhale. And the two arms should be related with each other. So if one arm feels more restricted, bring the other one back to that range of motion. Or you might even consider having the more restricted arm do this on its own, so you can focus on it and give it a chance to stretch more, to start catching up with the other one. You know, it could vary because of just being tight, because of the type of work that we do, tends to be one-sided, or it could be from an old injury. But in any case, you know, pay attention to it, read through it, and be sure it doesn't hurt while you move. We're reversing the circles. And you can shrug the shoulders up and then sink the blades down. We'll get as much mobility here across the shoulder blades as possible. Deep, short but deep breath in, and then a long, slow exhale out. But exhale coincides of the knee together of the abdominal wall as the belly sinks slowly towards the spine. Inhale, the belly expands, the chest expands. And exhale the air out. Now we'll take the arms forward, palms down, fingers reach long across the room. Inhale, arms up and then back. We draw two parallel arcs in the air and then sweep the arms wide and forward, snow angel arms. Palms up, and then at the end the palms are down. We take the arms up, it's like you're tracing two parallel rainbows, one on each side of the body. Reach behind you, stretch it out. And your fingers are spread open, the palms are spread wide as you cut the air with the knife edge of your arms, and at the end turn the palms down. Rise up and then back again. So really reach into the stretch. You're stretching. You'll feel the lat stretch, you'll feel the ab stretch, and then circle around. Pull it in close to the roller, and then one more. Palms down with the arms up and back. And again, moving slowly enough that you feel the support of the air. Reach through it. Divide the space into what's above the arms and what's below the arms. And now we reverse. So palms up to circle out wide. Now as the arms go past the height of the shoulders, lift the arms slightly off the floor. Exhale, press the arms down. Well, higher off the ground. They're still off the floor, probably here. So you reach back. Opening the chest. Exhale, dive the arms forward. The exhale lasts so the arms are floating by your side. And we circle out and back again. Reach behind you. Exhale, push the air out. The arms act like levers to push the air out of your lungs. And one more like this. All the way back, reach behind you, and exhale, dive the arms forward and down. Now we'll bring the elbows wide, thumbs together, index fingers together, and the hands in the same plane as your arms. Now lightly press the hands together to feel the firming up of the inside of the arms. And then we sweep the shape back, framing your face in this kite-shaped arm position, and then exhale all the way forward and down. So the arms swing back, the collarbones rolling back inside the chest wall, the blades sliding towards your waist as the arms go back to the wall behind you, and then lifting the arms, weight in the shoulder blades when the arms are vertical, and exhale, just relax the shoulder blades in the back as the arms come down by your abs. Let's do it again, inhale all the way back. Enjoy that stretch. Exhale, pull it forward. And we'll just do one more here. Hopefully also enjoying the massage between your shoulder blades, the mobility of the scapula on the back, and the weight of your body just draped across your roller. From here, we'll lower the arms down and then slide off to the side to bring the roller across the mat and under your shoulder blades. Good to see everyone here. Welcome to class if I haven't said it already. And Okay, so the roller right about at the tip of the shoulder blades. Support the back of your head with your hands, either overlapped or interwoven with the fingertips. And as we inhale, the hips stay down and you look up at the ceiling, and behind you, the elbows drop and widen. Opening up the chest. Exhale, tip your chin to your chest. Pull the elbows together slowly as you curl the tail up. Aim the elbows down in towards your navel. And we go back again, arching the spine, the tail dropping. If it's too much arch for you, the roller should go higher towards your shoulders. If it's not enough arch for you, the roller should go a little lower towards your tail. And then curving forward, exhale. Engage the abdominal wall to pull the chest forward and up. And then we're going to stretch the abdominal line as the head falls back and the tail draws deep into the ground. One more, exhale forward. The hands are really working to support the weight of your head so your neck is comfortable in the stretches. And now lift your hips. And we're going to, you can just start in a plank, pulling the knees and the hips forward, go all the way up to the top of the shoulders, but not the neck, and then push off, and you can go to the base of the rib cage. Now we typically add extensions, the knees go forward, you can lift the heels, you can lift the butt, you can drop the head, and then as we push down with the heels and push away from your feet, you're curving up into an upper arm curl, flexing the spine here. Head is up and you're looking down at your navel. And again, we arch. And I forgot my hoodie and maybe yours. If you're wearing necklace, scarf, or hood, just contain it and take it off. Also watch out for ponytails. So we're coming forward with the hips and high with the hips as you drop the head low. This gives you the most amount of pressure into the shoulder area and your upper back, which we need because that's the place where we hold tension, sometimes without realizing it. And then one more going into extension, hips high, eyes behind you, look at the wall, and look towards the floor. Come back to center, like center on the tip of the blades, and then lower the hips down. And then we're coming up to sitting to slide the roller across the mat under your knees. We'll lay down and then take the roller under our sacrum across the hips. So once you're down, we reach up and then roll the roller in. So it's across really sort of the widest part of our hips here. And you can hold the roller with your hands towards the outer edges. Pull one knee in as you inhale, the other knee in as you exhale. And then extend the legs, the feet up to the ceiling, straighten the knees. And from here, scissors, the right leg goes back, the left leg reaches forward. Go into a split here, and then we switch the legs. You inhale for one movement, and exhale for the next. So just think of the feet staying in the same line as your hips soften again. So the feet will pass about 4 inches apart, and the thighs will still be about 4 inches apart, no matter where they are in their two separate planes. Just breathe through it and let your toes be soft. It's a gentle point to the foot, not a hard point. We don't want the toes to cramp. And it should feel good to bring the leg forward, suspend it off the ground, but reach it as low as you can to get the stretch across your hip. And then as you pull each leg back, you can also focus on the lengthening in the hamstrings. If it feels too tight for you, bend the knee a little bit. You want to really feel that stretch in the belly of the muscle and not particularly at the back of the knee or at the sits bone attachment. We're coming up with the legs in parallel, externally rotate, and now pull the legs sideways and apart. So here, heels together, toes apart, and pull them apart sideways, and then close from the upper inner thigh. So legs open, they're drawing that arc across the sky above you, and then pull the legs up to the top. Tap the heels together lightly, and we take them open again. Reach up here, and exhale and draw it together. Now alternating, leave the left foot in the air and take the right leg out. Just don't let the left tip come off the roller. Use your obliques to push the left tip down. And exhale, pull the right leg up. And now the right leg is vertical, the left leg goes sideways. The putting more weight into the right hip, maybe pushing down more into the right arm. That will increase the stretch of the left upper inner thigh. Lift the leg slowly, there's no fast rebound. You want to feel that you're working it down. Like you're pulling it down, like you're rolling the baby into its crib while it's sleeping. And then exhale to pick it up, just as slow. And now for the left, out to the side, draw the arc in the air sideways. Pressure right hip down so you don't tip the pelvis. Because tipping the pelvis would lessen the stretch you feel in the upper inner thigh and also not give you the work we want in the core. One more to each side. Right leg slides down the imaginary curve here, and then bring it back up. And then once more for the left, the right leg vertical. More weight in the right arm, in the right shoulder, in the right hip. Stretch, and then exhale and lift. Now here, folding the knees into your chest. We're just going to let the knees fall to the right, turn your head to the left. The left shoulder blade is still grounded. Exhale back to center, knees and nose to the ceiling, and then inhale, knees go left and the gaze turns right. So as wonderful as it feels to get this rotation in the waist, in the hips, and get the massage across the SI joint, it also should feel amazing to get the rotation in your neck. A lot of the time we have our gaze fixed on the screen, and we're not getting the mobility here in our necks that we need to, that maybe they are accustomed to or should be accustomed to. So going from side to side, you have to keep pulling the roller slightly in with your arms, so they don't slide, the roller doesn't slide out from underneath you. No unexpected hard landings on the ground. And then last time, legs goes to the left, gaze to the right. Exhale, pick up your left hip, pull the knees back up to the ceiling, still with the gaze. And then we exhale to lower the legs down. Lift your hips up and rotate the roller underneath you. Go to a fresh spot on the roller and adjust the position if you need to, right? You want to be on the center of the sacrum. Feet 4 inches apart again, and let's slide the left leg forward. And then bring the left arm back. Now, if it's too much arch in your spine, you can check the position of the roller across you. Another option would be to pull the right knee into your chest. And that would minimize the stretch, or you can just slightly bend the left knee. And that will take some of the stretch out from across the hip. However, if you can do this comfortably and love it, then just try to picture the weight of the back of the body sinking towards the ground and energy pouring out through your fingers and toes. The hip bone crest is the high point of the arc here. It's a nice open arch. And we can also here side bend the upper body a little bit over to the right to increase the stretch across the hip bone. And then let's exhale and come back to center. Line up your nose, sternum, navel. And then we'll bring the left side back in. So the hand to the roller, the foot to the mat. Lift up again, adjust the roller if it's slid at all. And here we go, sliding the right side forward with the leg. The right arm goes up and down. If your chest is tight, the head goes a little lateral, a little wider. It doesn't have to be right by your ear. And just enjoy that feeling of stretch. It should be a stretch that is comfortable for your body, that you are welcoming here as you lay here, supported by the roller. So you breathe in to feel length, you breathe out to feel weight. And remember, you do have the option of pulling the left knee in to ease the stretch a little bit or bending the right knee. Otherwise, just feel the body lengthen and the weight of your body drifting towards the ground. We're bringing the arm forward and then sliding the foot in. Press down through both feet, lift your hips up in a bridge and slide the roller out from underneath you. And here, pull both knees into your chest, embrace them in to stretch your back in the opposite stretch. And now let's roll up to sitting, up, to have your heels grounded. Good so far? Yes. We're also much happier after we get to stretch after our morning, probably at our desk in one way or another, right? So we're rolling back into hundreds. We're going to an upright curl and then extend the arms forward. So you can bring your hands to the back of your legs, or if you're used to this, you can just bring the arms forward. Go this way. So as you curl the tail up, you rotate the pelvis on the femur, start to roll back with the glutes to the sacrum. You can do this with me if you want. And then down past the sacrum to the hips, to the waist, to the ribs, to the tip of the blades. Fold your knees in, elbows wide, pull yourself up deeper into that upper abdominal curve. Extend the legs or leave them bent and extend the arms forward to pop. We inhale for 4 to 5 beats. We exhale the same. So the head is high. You want to be sure that your gaze is tipped down your nose at the abdominal wall so that you feel the stretch in the back of the neck and the softening at the front of the neck. You want to be high enough at the head so that you really feel this work right at the chest, right underneath the chest wall there. And the weight of your legs can challenge your ability to support working through the lower abdominals. Stay in the deep curve, try to press your waist down, start to go up a little bit, and then reach forward, maybe even pulling the shoulders slightly forward to widen the back and let the rib cage sit back between your shoulder blades. One more breath, full breath in, exhale the air out, and then we fold the knees in to lay the spine down. I know, we're always glad when that is over. Turn your head from side to side. But your core should feel warmed up, right? Yes. And we tick that box, right? Now here, extend the legs forward. We're doing your roll up. If you want, you can use your TheraBand around your feet and your hands hold on for assistance. Otherwise, the arms lift up and back towards the ears. We're going to start to lift the arms up in parallel weight in the shoulder blades. Lift the head, tip the chin to the chest. Exhale and pull up off the mat. Now try to move slowly to get that work into the upper abdominals and not have it all the way back in your hip flexors. And even as you go forward over your legs, your spine's in the C curve. And then we're keeping that feeling of the C shape through the upper and lower back as we rotate the pelvic girdle around the femurs, lengthen out through the legs. Arms lower is easier, arms higher is more challenging. Just be sure that you can control the weight of your body down inch by inch to the floor. And we do that again. So lifting the arms here, start to lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale before you pick up the rib cage. And then pull the waist back. C curve over the body. With the horseshoe on its side. Pull the head forward and let the blades melt a little behind you, drifting down your back. And then we roll it back, stay low initially, arms higher as you advance. Push the feet forward and together, wherever you are in the movement. These look lovely. Let's do it again. Up with the arms, lift your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, that's the hardest bit. Pick up the ribs, breathe through it, dive over. Bounce over your legs. Now there's no shoulder earmuffs, no matter how cold it is outside. And we start bringing it back. One more time. You may want to bring your TheraBand with you, like maybe left it by your feet. And then we come all the way back to the ground. Once you're down, we circle the arms around. And we'll pull the right knee into your chest. Plug it in, embrace it here. And just do a couple little circles, circling the knee to move the femur onto socket. And then reverse the circles. This also gives you a little massage with the weight shift into that right glute and along the SI joints. Now when you pull the leg in, we're now taking your TheraBand, and the center of the band goes wide across the ball of the foot and the arch. Toes are free, and then we lift the band up with the, well, we lift the foot up with the band, actually, and you reach up for your heel, knees as straight as you can be with the foot, like right over the hip joint. And then here, do a point and flex, rolling through the toe ball heel and the heel ball toe, we're articulating the foot without over pointing, because you're going to hold the band on the metatarsals, the balls of your feet. And then we end in a soft point. Elbows are down by your waist, let the shoulders ease away from your ears. And now we circle. So you bring the right leg across to the left, leading the right hip down, and then exhale, go low. Exhale, rotate the leg out to the right where you hold the left side heavy, and then bring the leg all the way up to the ceiling. So we are drawing a circle. We're using one breath per circle, a short inhale, then a long exhale. You're exhaling, 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 exhaling to the top. And then you can put a little focus into your weight. More weight on the right side as the leg moves left. More weight on the left side as the leg reaches out and comes around the curve on the right side of your body. So you breathe through this, the elbows are forward, the shoulders are relaxed, the neck is long, and then you're reaching out with your foot into the band. Soft point again. You want to feel that the leg is stretching away from the stability of the hips. We're not rocking the pelvis, we're holding the torso steady on the ground. We come to the top here and now reverse. Excellent. Rotate your right leg, take the foot out to the right. The elbows are grounded, that gives you some stability here. You can move your forearm and your hand to follow the line of the leg and the strap. So you're pivoting here from your elbows. Wrist straight makes it much easier on your carpal tunnel. Left side gets heavy and then the leg moves right. Right side gets heavy and then the leg moves left. Foot up to the top, be sure you feel a stretch in the back of your legs. That may be with a bent knee or without. Depends what works for your body. Don't worry about what the next person on the mat is doing. You want to work this for your body here. All the way around and up here to the ceiling. We're going to pause at the top. Take both ends of the band in your right hand, elbows grounded. Left hand on left hip bone, rotate the right leg and bring it out to the side without tipping the pelvis on the left side off your mat. And once you're there, you rock the leg gently towards your shoulder and away, nice and slow and smooth. Want to be kind to our joints, they're with us for a long time. And then we exhale to pull the leg up to the ceiling. Switch hands now. So the left hand is holding the straps, and we'll extend the right arm out. Perpendicular to your body, turn your head to look at your right hand. And as you cross the right leg over to the left, you're going to peel the hip off, the low back off, some of the ribs off, but keep the right shoulder blade there. Pull the foot towards your left shoulder, relaxing the shoulder girdle into the ground. And now we rotate that right leg internally. So you rotate the thighs so the knee and the toes point down. Breathe into that stretch and lengthen it. Exhale, we come down, left shoulder, waist, right glute, leg in the air. And give that leg a little pull, stretch out the back line. And then pull the knee into your chest, the band comes off. Hug the knee in, stretch the left leg longer. And then we release the right leg forward and down. Shake out both legs and let them flop open externally, the knees and toes point out, and just really enjoy the difference, the weight, the amount of connection on the right side versus the left, and the energy in the right side of your body. And even enjoy the impatience on the left side to get started. So first we're going to pull the left knee in, hug it in as you reach out long to the sits bone on the left side. And then we can circle the knees, stir the leg here. Just a few stirs to oil up the joint for the movement to come, and then reverse. Then we'll grab the strap and place approximately the middle of it around the ball of the left foot and top of the arch. And we lift the leg up. Always interesting to feel the difference between the two sides. And here, do a couple of point flexes. Pull the toes back, pull the toes towards the shin, and then reach up to the ball of the foot and then curl the toes over. Not too much, but just enough to feel that you're stretching through the toes. And breathe with this like you do for everything. And then we'll leave the foot in a soft point up in the air. Bend the knee if you need to get the maximum stretch in your hamstrings and the leg vertical. Now we bring the left leg over to the right, holding the left hip down, the left glute down, and circle around and low. Out to the side where the right side drops into the floor, sinks into an imaginary ditch there. And then you reach again. Now the left side fell into the ditch. Coming around, the body glued to the mat here, only the leg and the forearms moving. And you stretch and you press out into the band. Feel the support of the band. It will help hold the weight and length of your leg. And reach out again across and down. The forearm pivots in line with the thigh. And one more here. Drawing that circle larger and larger, further and further away from the hip. At the top, we pause, stretch the hamstring, and rotate externally and move to the left with the left leg. Draw it across low, it just skims over the other leg, and we lift it high. Take your time. Remember, it's a short inhale and then a long exhale. The exhale brings you all the way up to the top. And we want that breath pattern because we're really looking for that longer exhale to knit the transverse abdominal muscle together like an inner corset here. For the top of the movement, there's no extra air that you can push out of your lungs. If you're feeling like it's too easy with the breath, shorten your inhale, lengthen your exhale. And maybe slow down the movement. You want to feel every bit of the body engaged in this. And one last circle. You rotate the leg on the socket as you draw a circle in the air. And here we'll take both ends of the band in the left hand on right hip bone. Rotate the leg externally and slowly lower it out to the side while putting increasing weight into the right side of your torso. Rock your left leg here, slowly, smoothly, towards the shoulder and away. And just realize the tighter you are, the more that right hip's going to want to curve up and across the body and make the glute come off the mat. Fight that, because that'll give you a better stretch and help you open up for more flexibility in the long run. Exhale, lift the leg up here. Bring it vertically, switch hands, cross it over, extending your left arm. You can start with the hip down, and if that's where you want to end, that's fine. However, we can also pick up the hip, get more rotation through the spine, just keep the left shoulder blade down. And as you pull the leg back, rotate it internally. So the left knee spirals in, so the knee and the toes come down. So that stretch starting across the glute in your piriformis and probably also in the area by your lat. Exhale, pull the hip down and lift the leg up. And you can pull the leg back in towards your chest here. Pull the knee into your body and the bend comes off. The knee pulls in. And then give it a little stretch here down at your side. Shake out the legs, and with any luck, the hips feel equally relaxed, equally open, and the legs are equally long. So now we pull the right knee in, hold it onto the back of the thigh. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, look down the midline of your body, and push the leg forward to roll up, forward like a ball. I know that's a little mesmerizing, right? It's a great sort of a meditation for our hips to do that. Series. All right, so you have the option, you can put the ball between the thighs here. If it's your first time, I recommend taking your hands behind your thighs. Later, we move hands on the shins. So the elbows are wide and forward. You curl the tail up to go back towards resting on your sacrum, pick up your feet, look down at your navel, and push the shins up and the hands back. That firms up the arms and the upper abs. We inhale to lift the tail just to the shoulder blades, never the head, and exhale right back up. Think you inhale to go back to the tip of the blade, start your exhale then, even if you go a little higher on the shoulders, in order to bring yourself all the way up and back. So just be sure you never touch your head, keep looking down at your navel. Good. And you want to be sure that it's comfortable on your spine. If you need more padding, grab it. So you want to find the C curve, and even before you roll, inhale and start to inflate the back like a balloon, then roll. Exhale up, and use the exhale to pull the navel in towards your spine, rounding your back more. Let's do one more. Rolling evenly down the mat and evenly up the mat. That way you know the right and left side work equally. Now we're moving into the ab series. Right hand on the right ankle, left hand below the knee on the right shin. Pull the right knee into your chest. As you start to roll back across the sacrum, pick up the left leg, and then pull the right knee in tight. You're in the upper arm curl, elbows wide. Inhale, switch. Now the shin pushes up and the hands push down. You're activating the arms as well as connecting into the upper abdominals. We inhale for one side, we exhale for the other, and the leg shoots out long out of the hip. And you use that connection hand to leg to pull yourself into a little deeper upper ab work. Will you feel that line of muscle across here under the brow line? And we'll do one more here. Pull the left leg in, and pull the right leg to meet it. Now double leg stretch, one hand to each shin, arms and legs lift up. Don't let your shoulders fall back. Look down at your navel. Circle the arms around as you exhale and pull the knees into your body. Inhale everything up to the sky, and exhale, circle it in. And you can also then, as you build strength, take the arms a little further back, the legs a little further out, and then pull it in. Just don't let yourself fall back to the ground. So you reach and challenge the strength of your abs and challenge your ability to maintain your shape and space with your spine. Last one to lengthen, exhale, pull it in, and we rest the head down and turn your head easy side to side. And we're rolling up again to roll back into our best upper arm curls. So one of the things I haven't done with this class in a while is something from Cathy Raymond, who studied with Pilates. And what she did was she would have her class take the arms like so one hand in front of the other like that, right? And she would start rolling back, bringing the hands rolling towards her and then away. And then on the way up, it would be the reverse. So you might want to just try going back into the upper arm curl. So heels are grounded, toes are up, sit upright, and then as you roll back, circling the arms around each other, the forearms, come back slowly, stop when you get to the tip of your blades. And then I lied, reverse, coming up, dig the heels in. Coming up like so, and sit tall, and then start rolling the hands towards you as you roll back. We'll do one more, down and up. And then lift coming up, heels pull in, and lift to come up. And once more down, and we'll stay in the upper arm curl and move into our third ab series. So you find the upper arm curl, pull the legs in, legs up high, hands to the right ankle, left leg reaches away, and pull your chest forward with the reach of the leg. Now inhale, we switch, and exhale, switch. And you have to keep your chin tucked down, look down your nose at your abs. If you start looking up, then you're going to fall back, and it's going to be really hard to maintain and rediscover the upper arm curl position that you're in now. Every breath is long and deep. And every connection to the leg, you're pushing the leg forward as you pull the head back to reconnect to your limbs, to your core. Now bring both legs up, hands behind your head. Pull the head up and tip it down, elbows in towards the navel. Now double leg, lower lift. Be careful. We have to really watch that we don't injure the back, right? Remember the psoas muscle connects to your vertebra, your vertebral disc. You just go as far as you can without arching the spine, and then slowly bring the legs up. So it's an inhale, maybe count to 3, even if you only move an inch to reach the legs across the ceiling and slightly down. And exhale, pull the belly deep, lift the legs. The abdominals are not controlling the movement of your legs, but they are controlling the angle and position of the pelvic girdle. So your psoas works to pay out, so the legs lower, and then the psoas works to contract, to pull the weight of the legs up. But where you often feel it is your abs, so just be sure they're maintaining the position of the pelvic girdle on a level plane and not overarching the spine. We come on in, we twist to the right, and then we twist to the left. A bicycle in the gym, here we call it elbow to knee. So now the legs shoot straight out of the socket, no wagging and wildly in the air. Try to hold the opposite hip down as you twist away from it. Do one more set. And of course, it's not just rolling from side to side, it's actually an upper arm curl as well. So lay on down and let's slide the legs forward. Breathe deeply as the arms go back behind you. Stretch out that core, stretch out the abdominal line. And now we're lifting up for spine stretch. So we're going to lift the arms, weight in the shoulder blades, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, pull it up, and then open the legs a little wider than your mat, and the arms are forward, parallel to the ground. Lightly press the arms down and go up through your heel and up through your heart. We look down the nose, tipping the chin to the chest, move through the back of the head. The head moves forward to stretch the neck forward, 7 vertebrae. And then the head dives out, over and down in an arc. Pull the waist back as if you're diving over a beach ball here. And then we're pressing down through the heels and the sits bones, sink the tail, and start to stack your spine up. It's like that beach ball rolls up the front of your body and lifts you gradually. You come up and look at the horizon with soft eyes. And then move down again. You really want to move the head and neck first and not just start hinging at the hip. You get the most flexibility and mobility in your spine when you can work every vertebra one at a time in sequence. And Joe Pilates really felt, he believed, and I believe too, that that kind of spinal movement trains the body to maintain its flexibility and its strength. And we look down and dive forward again. Start with the head on the inhale, exhale to lift the belly up into the spine and curve forward. Stretch. And then we're zipping the back up an imaginary wall from the bottom to the top. Tailbone up. The head's the last thing that's going to lift as you look at the horizon. And then let's just lower the arms down. So from here, open leg balance. Pull your heels in, edges of the feet together. And we're going to bring the arms between the legs. If this is new to you and you want, you can also bring your hands to your thighs. And then you hold the feet, you curl the tail up and rub back to balance point on your sacrum. Suck the belly back, up, rub, curl. Now the right leg extends up, the thumb goes to the top of the shin, and the rest of the hand wraps around the outside. And then we exhale to pull the leg back in, and the hand pulls to the inside of the leg. Now for the left. Shoulder drops as you lift the leg up. Thank you, perfect. And then bring it back down. Tap the edges of the feet together, connect the inner thighs there, and then extend the right leg up again. And of course, depending on hamstring length, they may or may not get straight. That's okay. This is working to help lengthen them. And we lift and then pull back slowly, now both legs. So they go up simultaneously in a narrow V. And then you swing the arms to the inside of the legs as you close. One more. We're going to leave the legs up here and probably slide the hands a little bit towards your knees so that you're on the bulk of the calf muscle. Look into your abs, pull the waist back, and we roll. Inhale to lift the tail, roll just the shoulder blades. Exhale, come forward and up to your balance point. Yay for us. Good. And do it again. Look down, curl the tail up, round the back, inflate it with the breath. And exhale forward. Miscalculated while I was talking. And again, inhale, roll back here. And exhale forward, lift. And let's do one more. So come all the way up, close the legs, bend the knees in, and we're going to hold the legs in the air as we start to roll the spine back. Let your hands slide down towards your sits bones, to lay on your back, and then lift the feet up towards the ceiling, bend the knees if you need to, but keep the feet over the pelvic floor. Now we bring the legs over just a couple inches to the right, forward and around. We're drawing a circle on the sky. When we complete the circle, we reverse. So as the legs go to the left, push the right hip down. As the legs circle to the right, press the left hip down. The arms are active here, trying to hold the body stable. We reverse the direction each time. You're going to feel a shift in weight around your sacrum, around your SI joints. And you might hear a little creaking of the floorboards as you're on this dance floor here. Go left to right. And then do one more set. We'll use the arms to help support the upper body. That's going to help you support the lower body. Ending, going left to right, and then fold the knees in. Embrace them tight. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. We're rolling up and opening the legs a little wider than you did for spine stretch for yourself. Here's one where if you're tight in the low back and or the hamstrings, it would help you to elevate your hips. You can always sit on a book or yoga ball. So the arms reach out long, reach out to your fingertips, hands slightly in front of the collarbones. We'll rotate to the right and dive over, back both hands to the outside of the right leg. And the back arm reaches long and away, back at your shoulder and towards your hand. And we come up, holding the rotation, unwind. Here's your tallest point through center, spin to your left. And you dive and you reach. Try to think of the ear going to the knee. And then pull yourself up, unwind here, and spiral and twist again. Now as you go to the right, really press down with your left sits bone and shoot the arms away from each other, long through the fingertips. Try to reach the wall behind you and bring the arm a little bit further back on the diagonal to open up your chest. Lift to come up here and then spiral. So the arm behind you, the thumb goes down and the palm goes up. And the hand in front of you, the thumb is up and the back of the hand is to the left. That's it. Good. And lift up here. Center and then lower the arms down. Okay. So here we're now onto our stomachs. Let's use the roller for our swans. You can bring your gaze forward if you want to see, or check out the people in the row next to you. Been doing it for some time. Good. So you take the roller across the mat, and then it goes halfway between your wrist and your elbows. You're laying on your stomach. Just be sure that you are, comfortable across the top of your feet. Now the face is lifted off the mat, ears between arms. And now first we widen the collarbones to pull the shoulder blades back using your lats, and you lift up, pulling the roller towards you to help you work your spine, and an extension, articulating, and then come down. Imagine someone has a roller and they're rolling across your body from your sacrum to your waist, to your ribs, to your shoulders, to the back of your skull. And we do it again. So arms a little wider than parallel is helpful if the chest is tight. And we pull the blades back, propel the head forward. You want to bring your gaze up the wall as you lift the heart. Feel the stretch in the abs, and then release it down. Dipping your body into the ground from the pubic bone to the navel, to the ribs, to the chest. The shoulders drop and your head is still floating off the floor. Let's do it once more. Widen the collarbones, lift here. Come all the way up as high as you can, bending backwards in the curve, and then release it on down. And then you can push the roller aside and sit back in your child's pose. Rub your back and stretch it out. Knees open will give you more opening in your hips. Legs together will give you more stretch in your low back. You take the arms wherever you want to, forward or back at your side. And then we'll stack the spine from bottom to top. Okay, here onto our backs for shoulder bridge. Feet are grounded, and again, roll your spine back with control. Use the transitions to help you build your strength and practice your Pilates. So we have the heels maybe 8 to 10 inches away from your sits bone. Feet are grounded. If these are a problem at all, take the ball between your thighs. Or if you just want more inner thigh work, do that also. So here we begin with the pelvic tuck. The tail goes up as the waist presses down. Pull back with the heels, activate the hamstrings to pull the knees forward and up. We're going first into a plank, like it's a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. And then from here, a little more advanced, roll slightly to the outer arm, push the top of the shoulders into the ground and pick up your chest, and then boost your butt up a little higher to open those hips. And then we're going to roll slightly to the inner arm so the shoulders curve up and the blades start to widen. That way you can drop the ribs down between your shoulder blades. Now really press down through every single vertebra, every single rib until you get down to the waist, to the sacrum, to the tail. When the tail lowers, it rocks the waist up off the mat. And again, press firmly through your feet. Pull back with the heels. That will help drive the knees forward and up as we pull the tail forward. If you come up, you can roll to the outer arm, push the top of the shoulders into the ground. The blades knit together behind you to pick up the sternum, to pick up the heart. Keep the knees pulled in towards each other and don't flare them out. And now we roll to the inner arm. Scapula move apart so that you can roll the upper back down. Try to zip every vertebra into the mat one after the next. You're going to come all the way down and then rock the tail towards the ground. Palms spread into the floor here. And again, begin with the pelvic tuck. The waist fits in. And then we pull back with the legs, forward with the knees. Imagine your knees like magnets being pulled to the wall in front of you. Come up high with the chest, eyes up and slightly back so that your throat is long and you can still breathe. And then roll to the inner arm. The chest narrows, the back broadens as you move through that thoracic spine where the ribs are. And then as you start to go down, you feel the chest widen a little bit again. Come all the way down to your tail. From here, we come up to sitting. Spine twist. Okay, so arms out to the side, sit up on your sits bones. Push the arms slightly down to lift your halo and your heart, and then we rotate to the right. Twist here around your waist, rotating 1, 2, 3, lift to center, and then to the left. Spiral, bring it out. 1, 2, 3, and again. Keep your heels where they are. As your feet up against the wall. And the body really perpendicular to your legs, nothing to do with the floor. Bend your knees if you need to. And we'll do it again to the left. From center and lower the arms down. Okay, so jackknife. So this is like a shoulder stand. You do have the option of bringing your arm across under your hips, across under your sacrum, or not. And with this one, you would start laying down. You bring the knees into your chest, extend the legs up. You would bring the legs a little bit forward and find your working level, swing them up over your face and then up to the ceiling. Look up and back. You still want to breathe. And then press into the palms of your hands. Let the shoulders lift as you curve your upper back down, mid back and low back, and reach the legs out to your working level. And then we do it again. Inhale to lift the legs, exhale to lift the hips. Push up, tail goes up. You're energizing the tailbone as well as the feet. You can lower the legs back down, increasing the stretch of the back line, and then press your heel of your hands into the ground as you come down with the spine. And we'll just do one more. Push to lift. You can even bring the legs up, working for your glutes. Bring them down, stretching the hamstrings, and then push the mat away as you come to your mat. Okay, and then fold the knees in, hug them in, rock a little side to side, and we'll roll up to sitting. And we're just going to end today with seal when we're rolling exercise. So we'll take the hands between the legs, wrap your hands around your ankles, curl the tail up as you pick up your feet. Press the arms into the legs and the legs back into the arms. We inhale, and we open and close the legs 3 times. Cup 1, 2, 3. Exhale to roll your shoulder blade, shin tucked into your chest. Clap 3 times with the butt in the air, and then forward to clap again. The claps are movements of the thighs moving away and then together to move the feet. So you're not just tapping the feet, you're moving the legs. And you do want to try to get energy up to the tailbone here, instead of just relying on the roll to bring your butt up. At the top, you may want to pause like almost stall out for a second before you change direction to roll back. Okay, I think we are great for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for everyone watching on YouTube, and I hope you had a good workout and enjoyed this time doing your Pilates. Thanks so much.